Alright, welcome back. We're going to do some playtesting here. And looks like I won the die roll, so I will play first. As the aggressor, if you will. So here's an interesting hand. We got 3 lands, a Bushwhacker, a Tuk-Tuk. There's our Bushwhacker, there's our Tuk-Tuk, a Goblin Grenade, and a Hero. I think we're going to go ahead and keep this since we're not sure what our opponent has, and our Tuk-Tuk will come in for serious beats later on anyways. So let's not mulligan this hand. So let's play a mountain and go ahead and pass the turn. Okay, so they open and a attack team probing. So possibly have a Pyromancer Ascension deck would be my best guess right now, considering I only saw an island and a Gitaxian probe. So let's have them go ahead, take a look. Let me see all the fun stuff we have. And I assume they're going to ship the turn back. Okay, so we drew into a Teetering Peaks, so I think we're going to go ahead and throw out our Goblin Bushwhacker. I assume they aren't going to Mental Misstep if they have it, since they're going to just take 2 anyways. So I guess we're going to go ahead and battle for 2 and put them at 18 and ship the turn back. Okay, so we have blue-green, so a blue-green ramp, so a blue Manji of some sort. Okay, so let's see here. We could run out a Tuk-Tuk and get in for 2, or just run out the Teetering Peaks to go in for 3 on Bushwhacker, and then drop a War Driver, and then next turn that'll give us the option of either dropping a Tuk-Tuk and swinging for a bunch, or and then Goblin Grenading post-combat, or throwing out a Hero of Oxenridge for even more beats. So I think that's what we're going to do here. We're going to go ahead, Teetering Peaks. Bring on the beats. And then War Chief or War Driver, go. Alright. So they just said land go. Perhaps they're holding mana up for mana leak. So I think what we're going to do here is play a land so we have mana leak, mana open, and try Goblin Guide. So it resolves, which is pretty interesting. We could try to force their hand here with dropping a Tuk-Tuk, but we're ahead pretty well here. So I think we're just going to go ahead and attack. Let's see what they have going on. Well, they got a forced. Alright, now go to 8. Tumble Magnet. Something we haven't seen in a while. Alright, so they still have mana up for Mana Leak. Hopefully, only one. So it looks like we may have this game here. So let's go ahead and see what he's going to tap down. I assume War Driver, of course. Attack for both of them. It's going to take 3. Let's go ahead and play this mountain. And hopefully Goblin Grenade for the win. If he has Mana Leak, we can pay for it. Or if he has double spell Pierce, which is very interesting too, we could pay for that as well. Or a Negate. That's a pretty interesting play as well. Alright, now he's tapped out. I think we're just going to go ahead and put the pressure on and drop Hero of Oxid Ridge. Acidic Slime. Okay, so they're going to spend all their mana this turn. Taxium Probe. If they just looked from before, they should have known that I had Tuk Tuk. Unless they're just trying to gain some information. Or just to try to cantrip, I'm sorry about that. Okay. We have Searing Blaze, but unfortunately it only can do one. If I attack right now, he'll probably tap down the War Driver to force me to attack with Goblin Guide and Hero of Oxid Ridge. But since they... Well... This could be a very interesting play here. The other option is to drop Tuk Tuk and swing. So let's see. Let's go through the options just to make sure we can maybe win without dropping Tuk Tuk, and maybe we can win with Searing Blaze. So if he taps down the War Driver, I'll be swinging for 7, and he has to block. If he blocks Goblin Guide, he loses. If he blocks Hero of Oxid Ridge, we trade, but he takes 3 and 4 off Searing Blaze. If he taps down Goblin Guide, which would probably be the worst choice, we'd be swinging for, again, or we'd be swinging for 8, and this time he has to block Hero or he's dead, so he would take 4 again. And if he taps down Hero and swing, and we attack with, or if he taps down Hero, we attack with War Driver and Goblin Guide. Again, well, he could block Goblin Guide and take 2. Either way, we put him in some sort of bolt range. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Let's see what he taps. Okay, so he taps Hero, which isn't so bad because we get to keep the Hero. So he's going to go take out the War Driver and take 3, which is perfectly fine. And since he is tapped out, let's go ahead and dump Tuk Tuk to keep putting on pressure. So I'm kind of curious as to see what he's got going on. We really haven't seen a whole lot of his deck. Okay, so he's going for Jace. So it's a blue-green mill deck? Possibly from the one that we saw at one of the Nationals. I honestly don't remember which one, but there was a blue-green mill deck roaming around. And he concedes. Alright, so we got game 1.